watching NBC4, the Tri-State News Channel. And now, Sue Simmons, Jim Rosenfield, Janice Huff, and Len Berman. This is News Channel 4, live at 5.
And new hope for people with chronic fatigue syndrome, next.
Well, for a while it was known as the yuppie flu because it knocked normally hard-working, educated people off their feet. Today, chronic fatigue syndrome is a CDC-recognized disease that still puzzles experts. While there's no cure and no specific treatment, there is hope from an experimental drug. In this 100-mile-an-hour, 24/7 world we live in, it's no wonder that people are tired. But there's tired and there's this.
We're talking about fatigue where you're barely able to lift a teacup up. And I was pretty well confined to bed.
Like Sarah, Alice Badler was also bedridden by the same overwhelming tiredness that was diagnosed as chronic fatigue syndrome. And like many CFS patients, she also suffered from a variety of associated maladies.
I had horrible memory loss, violent migraines, light sensitivity, allergies, smell sensitivity, severe weakness in my legs. I couldn't carry my own weight, horrible pain in my joints.
Dr. Richard Podell treats many patients with chronic fatigue syndrome, which is why, despite some public skepticism, he's convinced it is a real disease.
What we are lacking at this point is a single simple lab test that says you have chronic fatigue syndrome and you don't. But what we do have is a lot of lab tests in which, on the average, people with chronic fatigue syndrome are more likely to be abnormal than others.
Which may explain why this drug appears to help ease the symptoms of CFS. It's called Ampligen, and it's in phase 3 clinical trials, which means that neither patients nor doctors know whether they actually got the active drug at first, although in the second stage of the study, all patients got Ampligen. It's a twice-a-week IV for up to 14 months, which is a major commitment for both Sarah and Alice, but one they feel was worth it.
I am 80%, probably, towards the kind of life I'd like to have.
Now, it's not clear why Ampligen, an immune system modulator, actually works, and it must be used in conjunction with good health habits, of course. Volunteers are still being recruited for the Ampligen drug study. They will be screened to eliminate other plausible causes for their fatigue, and to find out more about it, you can log on to WNBC.com, and we'll tell you how to get involved in the study.
All right, Max, thank you.
You bet.